This week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Tyson, it looks like Dillian Whyte is next for you. But before we get to that, how close did you come to a fight with Alexander Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world?
Very close. Last minute AJ come back and wanted more money, so he scuppered the full deal, to be fair. Very, very, very crazy dealing with these guys. Not a pleasant time for me. Very messed around a lot, and just jokers, really, jokers.
Yeah, it's
say
something.
one thing to mean another.
It's something to see the biggest, best fighter in the division, who's also the champion and has mic skills, has the media on him and everything. It's funny to see that guy, that's you, having to call out all his challengers. It usually works the other way around, champ.
That's correct. But, these days it seems like anyone's all and scared. And after they saw me destroy Deontay Wilder the last time out, I don't believe that they want a piece of the Gypsy King these days. They all have a lot to say when they thought they wasn't getting these fights, i.e. Dillian Whyte. He's had a lot to say over the last few months, since he's been a mandatory about 2 minutes for me. He's going on, Tyson don't want to fight me, he will opt to fight somebody else. All of a sudden, the fight's on his toes, and guess what? He's gone silent. And I've been calling his name out all over. He's hiding like a little scared rabbit, and I can't find him.
It must be frustrating because this is one of the better heavyweight eras we've had. If you look at the 70s, the 90s right now, you're a dominant heavyweight champion. But Deontay Wilder can knock down a building with his right hand. Anthony Joshua, you can make fun of him all you want. He's an Olympic heavyweight gold medalist. He knocked out Klitschko. He's beaten a lot of good heavyweights. Dillian Whyte is a top 5 contender, also with mic skills and knows how to promote. And a lot of guys in an interesting division. And you tweeted this photo earlier this week. Champ, here's the photo, and the floor, as always, is yours. The Wizard of Oz theme. What is that about, Champ? I see Usyk as the... Okay.
You've got the coward, Dillian Whyte, the man who needed to go to the Oz to get the heart. You've got the old stiff robot, Anthony Joshua. You've got the scarecrow, the clown in Usyk. And you've got the in the middle, Eddie Hearn. And then they're all coming to see Oz, which would be me. Tyson for you and the Gypsy King.
Those are the words of Tyson the Gypsy King. Fury, I gotta hand it to Fury that as you guys can see the picture here, and Dillian Whyte, the cowardly lion, Anthony Joshua, the stiff robot, Eddie Hearn is Dorothy, and Usyk is the scarecrow. And, those are just more of what, Tyson Fury brings to the table, and he brings that trickery, that outside, that outside trash talking force, and then he said he was close to getting the Usyk fight, but it was Anthony Joshua's, was the reason for that not happening, because he asked for more money. Now, you had 15 million pounds, which we all know by now, okay, because I have to keep telling people that because I don't know how many people reached the last video, but Tyson Fury and Frank Warren, they sent an amount. We don't know what that amount was. We just know that Anthony Joshua asked for 5 million more pounds of whatever that was. Okay, so now Eddie Hearn said it's not the deal is not right, meaning if he was referring to the deal that was exposed to the public, or that was shown to the public that it was 15 million pounds. That's one thing. But if that deal wasn't that amount, if it was a lower amount, that would be different. Now, we keep hearing 15 million pounds, and then Dillian Whyte takes 5 million pounds, which, it seems great, something for nothing. But and we all know, this is boxing, the sport that we love, that we hate so much. Okay, it's safe to say that when I could say we, because I know I do. Nothing is free in boxing. Nothing. So them taking it, it might have something in the contract that may not hinder up. But trust me, there's more to it than that. All right. That's just one thing. And then they blame it on Joshua. Like, oh, Joshua's the reason for this. I think it's a game of chess versus checkers. How? Well, for one, before I explain that, I have to remind people, okay, I did a video last week or earlier this week, and it's Igis Klimas, okay? He said, yo, man, next time you mention Usyk's name, check your team, management, advisors, promoters who agreed with all terms and conditions. Look like you were the one who is holding this wagon. Yelling and talking is cheap at Tyson Fury. Okay, so those are things you have to understand when you're talking about, oh, it's Joshua's fault. And I think it's just more of people not knowing what's going on, what's really going on, versus what they say and explain that's going on. Okay, because those are two different things. Because if he is claiming that it's just Joshua's fight, on top of, hey, the deal's not going anyway, how do we know that the deal's not going anyway or not happening anyway? Therefore, you're just picking the easiest option or your only option left. Okay? Because according to Team Usyk, according to Team Joshua, Eddie Hearn, he wanted a tune-up fight. So how are you going to fight someone or agree to fight someone to pay someone else to step aside, and you're taking a tune-up and replace it at? See, a lot of things were out of sequence. Okay? The sequence was supposed to be Fury fight Usyk, Joshua and Whyte step aside, take their step aside money, allow that fight to happen, and Joshua gets the winner, and I guess out of the winner of that, Whyte gets that winner. But that's one thing that people are not talking about, and you don't hear Tyson Fury say enough of. Well, I wanted a tune-up fight in between that. Okay, that makes no sense of sequence when you're talking about step aside. So how long you think they were going to step aside? So they just wait around for you guys to fight, or for you to get a tune-up because you feel that you're ready or not. Okay, because I've went over this before, but Tyson Fury will have you thinking that it's just Fury, it's just AJ. AJ might have asked for more money. But then again, this is negotiating, right? So you never go for the first offer anytime. So when you throw a huge number out there, you never take the first offer. Okay? If you can ask any business person, Al Heyman has told all his Al Heymanites the same shit. Errol Spence was the one. You never take the first offer. You never take that. I ain't gonna take the first offer. He throw that out there. I want something else. Okay, that's negotiating. And then you look, well, 5 million more pounds according to who? Well, if it depends on how bad you really wanted that fight. But then again, how good were the negotiations going in the first place? See, that's the thing. It's easy to say, oh, it's his fault, where it was a partial belonging to you because you and another party or another group of people, team, couldn't get the shit together. And we don't know what that was really about, right? So, again, I have to remind people that But back to the blasting, the trash talk, the Wizard of Oz reference. Absolutely phenomenal by Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, the undisputed WBC heavyweight champion of the world currently, and the #1 trash talking, shit making fighter on the planet right now. You guys tell me what you think of Tyson Fury blasting the whole heavyweight division. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.